All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're hoping that you can hear us now as we are looking at the picks and bans for the blue and purple team. That is Sa Elisa TD and C Cup Warriors going up against one another. Both of these games we're going to be recording our best of three format. So this is just the first game between these two teams. And we're going to hit that 3-minute delay. Plenty of time to talk about these lane matchups. We have Malphite versus Shyvana in the top lane, Lee Sin and Gragas in their jungles. Looks like a Lux mid. That's something we didn't really touch on before against a Syndra. That's one that's going to be...
That is not something I would have really expected. We've seen Ahri's and Yasuo's and Oriana's mainly, but a Lux, I haven't seen that yet. I think actually this team played Ahri last time we saw them.
Lux will be that's strictly a lane of the skill shots. I'd argue that Syndra's a little bit stronger than Lux, but Lux can definitely secure those kills and assists from far longer across the map.
Sure. Might have some nice snipe wars going off between Lux and Caitlyn.
You see, you can get the furthest shots off with her little rainbow laser versus Ace in the hole. But going mid lane, just the same. I think Syndra's definitely gonna have a more burst than Lux. She can, because all her abilities work so fast, she can just annihilate someone. But Lux has a lot of team synergy, a lot of AOE with her E, and she has maybe not more CC, but it's probably somewhat more reliable with her Q. She can hit someone. I think it'll be a little easier than Syndra's stun combo.
Absolutely.
And then, if nothing else, her W is surprisingly strong. If she can get all her team members with 2 shields, that's gonna make a huge difference in a team fight.
And if any one of the CCs from Lux or Thresh hits, that's such an easy target then for Gragas or Graves to just press R on and throw the fight on its head at that point. If they're getting into these 5-man team fights, all it's going to take to get a great initiation from this purple side is going to be one of those CCs.
They definitely have a strong initiate with Thresh and Lux, and then Gragas for the pick, and then you can have Shyvana just dragging in, cause some chaos. But solid, you can never say Malphite isn't an amazing initiator. Sure. He just out of nowhere, all over the wall, and you're just gone. And then Syndra, at least can follow up very well with Scatter the Weak, just knocking people around, and he could get in there and just ult someone, really, really mess up their positioning. And Gianna, obviously, if they ever actually initiate, she's the perfect one to make them just kind of go away with her Howling Gale or her Monsoon, or just flat out just shield people and stop them from dying.
They can definitely pick their fights as they want here because they have Malphite, who's one of the strongest initiators in the game, and Janna, who is arguably the strongest disengage. So they can, if they play it right, have the opportunity to pick these fights absolutely perfectly. They should never be caught in a bad team fight where the circumstances aren't working for them because they shouldn't let themselves.
And then even their ADs, Caitlyn and Graves, they're not super mobile like a Lucian or Vayne, but they still have their mobility spells. So you can 90 caliber over a wall, you can quick draw over a wall, you can get around from pretty easily. So they shouldn't be caught too much.
Well, we're going to see how this one plays out as we are about to load into the game. Booting on up.
Alright, let's see who wins the skin battles. It's always very important. Skin equals skill.
Heard it here first. Prediction is team with the most skins is going to take not only the game, but the series.
Alright, so quick little count. Looks
3,
like
2, 4.
C Cup Warriors has the
Warriors got this.
Sorceress Lux, Gragas Esquire,
Very classy.
Iron Scare Shyvana, and Deep Terror Thresh. And I like Blood Moon Thresh better, but I can understand the Deep Terror.
Thresh is disappointed. He's the only one on his team without an LCS icon.
Ooh, breaking that synergy right there.
But it's okay. He spent so much RP on that icon. You just have to appreciate it.
On the Solid Sauce team, Officer Caitlyn, Frost Janna, Pool Party Lee Sin. I want either the Atlantean Syndra. I always want someone to have that skin. So far, I think it's just been default Syndras we've seen. Malphite. Where's have festive Shamrock Malphite? That'd be fun.
Malphite's, since he was visually updated however long ago, just indistinguishable. I don't know. You still picture him in your head as the old Malphite.
Yeah.
And this is just a rock, which I guess is appropriate because Malphite's a rock.
His old model. You could not hardly tell where his head was. Hopefully,
You realize it's that tiny
Yeah.
little thing in front of his body.
Some delay maybe from Syndra. 12% not loading in. Everyone else is at a no. Siobhan's loading in, but Syndra's not scaling up. So I wonder if there's some technical difficulties there, or if we're just seeing that wrong on this end of the stream.
I remember the plays from yesterday. Kush Daddy is mid laner. I haven't seen him on Lux, so I can't say this, but he played very well yesterday. Like, he was a very solid mid laner. He was pretty aggressive, if I remember correctly. But he's a defensive summoners, a barrier, flash. Syndra has the ignite, so I don't know if it's going to do. I don't know if she's going to be able to get as much damage down early on. Lux should be hanging back a lot of range, and with that barrier, she should basically be unkillable in the early levels, where Syndra likes to usually bully someone out.
Did we see Sticky Turtle playing? Was it Udyr yesterday?
Yes, he
Yeah,
was the.
he was the Udyr?
definitely not Udyr. Yes,
He was definitely Udyr. Okay.
Well, Udyr was
So-
jungling yesterday. Was he the jungler?
I don't think he was jungling. And we see a pause coming out immediately. Look at that. We don't even have to line up the rolls here. They're already done for that purple side.
C-Cup
So.
Warriors looking out for this stream. We appreciate it.
Have a disconnect. Mid laners having internet issues. Interesting. All on the same internet, so you gotta wonder what kind of internet issues may be coming out.
We did see that he was having trouble loading in, so maybe it's got something to play into it.
Sure.
Greg is super quick. Already bought his
Ahead of
items.
the game. Hasn't even loaded his model yet, and he's got his items. So I'm definitely expecting some aggression from Gragas this game, because he's not wasting any time.
No, he's ready to go. We'll see.
First minute of the pause time. They said they were fixing the issue, so we shouldn't be
Too delayed, hopefully.
too delayed. Hey guys, it's okay. Hello, friend.
Some friendly doll tech going on. And she comes back, so we should see an unpause momentarily.
Well, maybe. Oh, they're asking ready. Okay. The sportsmanship here.
I know, very, very nice, very class size. It's gonna it's gonna be the stark contrast to the trash talk going on a little later.
I want someone to marry me for health insurance. Who wants to be the lucky man? As I'm pretty sure all contestants in this tournament are male, and we are in the state of Georgia. That is still illegal.
If we just quick right over to Alabama, we'll be all right.
Wow.
I feel as though the state of Georgia still fails to recognize same-sex marriage. So,
Yeah.
social justice issues aside, we're here to play some League of Legends, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, jeez.
All right, everyone grouping off, running out. It looks like Salazar's kind of breaking off, doing their own thing. We see the red team moving down as a one solid unit. It looks like they're going to try to protect the blue. Or maybe
I would say
Yeah.
invade if they're bringing their top laner with them. I don't think they care too much about protecting invaders. Was Salazar the first team we saw that tried this same invade against Asian Girl Anime yesterday?
Yes.
And it did not go well for them at all, so this is very brave of them to try the strategy yet again.
See, they have a lot of wards in that one bush right there, so everyone knows what's going on.
The double ward coming out from Salazar.
They warded up the mid lane bush. So now that they kind of spot each other, they're just going to kind of back off.
Pings are coming out over in that red area, so no action this level 1.
You see Thresh hanging out with Shyvana up there.
Maybe trying that pro strategy of the support and the top laner with the lane
They're
swap.
jumbled together, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Not
more
quite
warded
sure how
up
that's gonna work.
Razor Beaks, making sure no one's going to sneak up on him.
Good aggressive wards from the blue
They
side.
know where everyone is.
Right, they're not risking a whole lot by putting these wards. They're relatively shallow and easy escape routes. It's not like that one ward all the way up here that people run in 3-man squads to go get, but it's still giving them a good amount of information. They know this is going to be a fairly standard and safe start, and that their buffs are going to be protected. So Lee Sin shouldn't feel any anxiety about starting these goals down here.
You see Shyvana also starting the goal, the Krugs.
The Krugs.
Up there, getting her smite, getting her extra thing on there. It's always nice to have the passes in the lane. Greg is clearing off his Gromp and going into the blue golem. Malphite just beating on some minions.
And the first ones to be really laning against each other is the bot side here. Should be in Thresh Graves' favor early, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like there are more aggressive. Graves does a lot of burst. Thresh does a lot of damage with his E. And Janet herself is kind of squishy, not really aggressive, I would say.
She's not the greatest lane support just by having her.
She can definitely hold them off, though, until she can manage to keep poke to them.
Caitlyn can put off a lot of long range
Oh,
poke on the
absolutely.
Graves.
So it's really a back and forth. They don't really have the sustain. Riley Shield's going to heal up a lot, but Janna and Caitlyn just kind of have to rely on their own pots. Caitlyn getting really aggressive over there.
That relic shield too for Thresh is,
Taking a
oh no,
lot of
that could be
damage.
bad.
There was a-
This is almost certainly first blood. No, the summoner heal's gonna come out, and he's gonna barely skirt out of that one.
Thresh took a lot of damage. He took auto, he took a headshot proc, and a tilt over Peacemaker to the face. I think
Oh no, this could be. what
Oh,
is he doing?
one more headshot that may have been a kill.
If she had it. She had flash. She could have flash. Got the heal maybe. Not sure she's wanting to be that aggressive.
See Lucian poke his head mid, let Lux not have to get too confident.
Yeah, Caitlyn can play pretty aggressive. They're relatively safe against that Thresh with Janna's tornado.
He wants to get that proc and I think heal up a bit.
That is a harder proc to hit as Thresh, because
He ranged, he doesn't get the instant execution that most
right.
people get.
Not much going on top. I'm just trying to
That
push in on
passive
Malphite.
Malphite shield just soak it all up. Going on back bot lane, some skirmishes going, and Jaina had to pop the exhaust on Graves.
Ignite went down onto Caitlyn from Thresh as well, so he's going to not have that for some secure a little later on.
He keeps on throwing out these peacemakers, and she's nearly because of it. So now she's low health, low mana. Jaina has like a quarter going on to half of her mana left, so she can still keep up with some shields.
What's going to be really something to watch out for is if Caitlyn runs out of mana for those nets to get away. But we're going to look top as Lee Sin is trying to come in for a gank onto Shyvana.
He got spotted by a
It
ward.
was
He
warded.
got the Q though, laying the slow. He
This
beat on
could
it.
be big
Malphite also
damage
got
coming
the
out, but they're
slow.
going to take creep and tower if they dive, so I think they're going to wisely back right off of that one.
Tanky little dragon lady.
One
Gragas
problem-
also there.
One problem I've always had with Malphite is his mana consumption is just through the roof. You can see he's sitting there struggling. Or at least he was before the gank and he had time to regen a little bit. But when Shyvana was pushing him up, constantly having to use it clear.
Taking some time here.
Looking at the top lane, back to simple farm fest. Going on mid, Lux pushing in this Syndra a bit, but nothing too bad. Should be careful for the Lee Sin gangs. I mean, he's at base right now, but should be careful not to get too overcaught. She's warded the top side, but her bottom's still naked. Going on back bot lane, Thresh finally backing off. Caitlyn's still hanging around. They regen some health, and with that, it's like Graves is gonna kind of back off while Caitlyn farms up a bit down here. They saw that she warded, Citra warded the top side, so it looks like most of the jungle is going to focus on the bot half. All the laners have been kind of hanging back again. We saw a lot more aggression the other day from a lot of other Syndra players, but maybe the Lux is just holding her at bay, pushing her off with her own long-range skills.
I feel like they know that the Gragas is in that bottom side of the jungle. He may actually get spotted here by Lee Sin. No, he won't. But Syndra, with Lux as far back as she was, didn't want to push up and have that game. But Lee Sin is so patient right now.
He got the Q.
But the bind is going to hold him off.
Very
He's going to go
went
under
for
tower.
it.
Not sure that was the best idea.
Well, Lux had a flash, but
Oh, he burned a Lux flash. You're absolutely right.
That is very nice, but that was a funny little thing. It's always funny watching them go one way, then the flash brings them in another direction.
Bot side, 4 Silo Sauce pushing in here now.
Now Thresh back already, but Janna and Caitlyn still haven't. So he has extra potions and Ruby Crystal to keep him going. Caitlyn still had a mana and have a harder time wave clearing without her Peacemaker.
Pretty quiet across the lanes right now. Malphite's gonna get some free farm top as Shyvana did have to go back. She's a level up at level 6, but he is definitely winning the CS war at the moment.
She went ahead and bought her red jungle items to make it should be a lot more difficult to trade. Trade with that.
There's the Cinder Stun and the Lee Q. That's a nice pickup at the barrier. May holds her off here. No, she's definitely dead here. First blood going over to Cinder there. Great job from that blue side.
It's really difficult playing as Lux without a flash. Lee Sin knew it was down, so he just waited and waited for the right time. Got it. It was lucky that Cinder got the stun off, and even though Lux threw out her Q and E, it was just not enough to hold the two of them off now.
Absolutely not. No slap fight in the top lane.
Really laying into that Malphite with that E proc from Shyvana and her own red jungle item. It deals a lot of damage together.
Lee Sin maybe looking for something bot lane now. If they can push this wave off, this brush is not warded, but I think he's just gonna.
Yeah, they saw him at Tri-Bush, so they know he's on bot side. I don't know, probably just assumes that. Keep wanting to say golems, it's like Krugs.
Crumbs, right. It's still golems in our heart.
Up top, slap fight over farm. Very riveting.
Malphite's still just stretching this lead bit by bit. He was up 5, now he's up almost 10.
Very nice play on his part. He's got enough potions and pots to stay for quite a bit, and that Glacial Shroud is definitely going to cut into the auto damage.
Sure,
spots.
negate a lot of Shyvana's top lane bully pressure.
You can see our mid laners both back. Syndra got the kill, so she managed to come back with Phoenix Codex in addition to a Chalice, while Lux just managed to only get the Chalice. Barb, 80s both have him back. Halen up a considerable amount of CS on Graves. Very impressive. Thresh up in Thresh more CS than Jan. Very impressive.
Well, yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. In the spectator mode, they've accounted to where Thresh's Relic Shield CS get added to Graves' total CS count, right?
Ooh, actually, I am not aware.
Oh my goodness! In the mid lane, we were so busy not paying attention to that. Dive onto Lux from Malphite. Now it looks like they're going to be pushing in onto this tower.
Malphite just roamed up mid, came on the side, ulted in with a Cinder ult. It was
He didn't even use his teleport.
Just sauntered down.
I don't know that Thresh is in the right place here. That's could have been dangerous if he got stunned up.
And it gets smacked away.
This tower's definitely going down at this point. Don't think he can hold it off. Meanwhile, Janna looks to be securing vision control of the dragon area, as this could be their next objective. Shyvana not having teleport.
Opting not to. Oh, she's going to go in and push the top lane and see that they are now going for dragon. They have a ward. It's not in dragon, but near enough they can see that they're doing.
Sure. Wonder if this is going to be like yesterday, where one player sits top and crushes down the entire wave while they chase dragon. Graves getting stunned up. That could be bad. He's going to dash right out of that one.
Syndra didn't have ult after the kill on Lux. I think if she had, she might have gone for it, but it was enough just to keep them at bay. Very nice play. They know they have to come to that little canal, and she can just scatter them back real simply. So Malphite going back up top, scaring out the dragon.
Sure, he can use that teleport freely now that there aren't any objectives to be pressured off of it, because they got the mid tower, they got the dragon.
Very nice objective control on the teams. They went and got the kill, got the tower, and rotated right down to dragon, all very fluid. And no one, and they lost nothing for it.
Got first tower, first dragon, 2 kills on the board, so they're winning in every objective aspect at the moment.
See, Caitlyn and Graves are about even. She has more CS, but so far they both went back and bought their BF swords, very good, but she has the boots of speed, make it a little easier without those thresh hooks coming in.
Look how scared Graves is. He's not even going near the end of his own wave. That's how hard he's getting pushed in, just mentally at this point.
Caitlyn has a lot of range, and whenever she gets a headshot proc with Janna's
What just
tornado
happened
on,
there?
Did
you see that?
I think he queued and it hit a minion and the relic shield proc,
Maybe it killed. Okay.
but I'm not
That makes a lot of
100%
sense.
it.
Lux roaming down, but it is pinged out very heavily from the blue side.
They definitely see it coming. They should know to back off, play safe.
Now in the top lane, we may have a little run in as Gragas and Lee Sin gonna find one another. Gragas, or Lee Sin, could be out of position here. Gragas might get slow. Shyvana's pretty far behind, but she might catch up if he can continue to CC that Lee Sin. Meanwhile, the Lux roam in the bottom does come up with a kill, despite that being pinged out. So that's a pretty big oversight from that blue side to allow that to happen.
All these summers are just Janet, both these flash, exhaust, and kill, but it's not enough. Lux and Graves all both went down with, with Thresh igniting, really secured it.
Lux could be in trouble now to Cinder. There's a good stun to start the fight. The Ignite does come out, the ultimate as well. There's the flash and the barrier, along with the tower shield and her own shield. So that is one shielded Lux.
That was a very...
It did save her life.
Play. Definitely. If not for that...
Ooh, Shyvana's in trouble now. The kickback, but it's not going to be enough to take her down! Lee Sin, too cocky. Not going to get what he was looking for there.
Ooh, if he had just stayed in for one more auto before...
Oh, he's chasing it too. The tower on him.
Ooh, that's got to be hard to deal with. No,
that's a heartbreaker.
The
wow. The salt.
Can't get him on.
Top tower could be in danger here, but the Shyvana teleport is to be burned.
Coming right back in.
Oh, the stun under the tower as well. Syndra doesn't have ult from that last scrape with Lux, so not going to be able to do too much as Gragas is now here. Pops the ultimate, it's going to knock back the Malphite, but don't think he's going to be able to do too much here. Malphite doesn't have ult, so he can't escape with it, but they're just going to walk right away from one another, I feel.
That 2v2 top one going on, it looks like.
Well, maybe a 3v3 as Lux and Lee Sin are rushing to join this battle, and right as I say that, she turns around.
We see Malphite and Cinder both rather low on mana, so not to do much. Lee Sin here picking up.
Oh, Gragas is in trouble, but there's a great binding from Lux. It's not going to matter. Articus is going to pick that one up onto the Gragas now. Lux could be in trouble as the Lee Sin Q does land Kush Daddy running for his life now. He's going to be okay.
She very nearly killed the Malphite like the Lux did, but Flash right time to avoid the rainbow laser of death.
Sticky Turtle now, having to hold this tower seemingly solo. Kush Daddy's hanging around, but very non-committally. Meanwhile...
Following, he pushed in all the way to the tower. Earlier we saw Graves almost go down, but he managed to come back. A headshot proc with Janus shield hit into his health like no one's business. She's doing a very good job of getting this auto harass off. Piltover Peacemaker's coming out, always giving him something to be scared about. And Graves is normally a real aggressive, bursty AD carry. Has to hang back, he cannot handle this poke.
Wave pressure going back into the favor of the blue side. Top lane is being pushed in from red, but Lee Sin and Caitlyn are doing a great job of keeping the other one. Ooh, no, a little too much. Not gonna. Oh, maybe no. Graves could be in trouble here. He's gonna have to pop the summoner heal just to stay alive. Janna ult to keep off the Caitlyn was good, but I think she would have lived and maybe even won that fight regardless of that Janna ult.
Very close encounter. You saw the Thresh and Graves ults both go down, but Caitlyn got in some like one or two good autos on Graves, and he had to just kind of back on Janna, making sure everyone just stayed away and we were away one soon.
What's important to note about that fight is I don't think anyone took tower shots. So Thresh got the hook. I feel he probably thought if he got the play back, she'd at least take one tower shot, and that's why he popped the box as well to keep her slowed. But that was the damage they could do without their tower, so I feel like they're underestimating themselves. Good shield to block that Caitlyn. And now she's not going to have it. For
Gragas and Lux hanging around down here. You see Gragas coming out. Lux looks like she's gonna go back. She's in range to toss out an ult if she wanted, but it looks like Gragas just kind of wants to bully them away.
Sure. Careful not getting hit by that trap. That'd be some grass.
Syndra also coming down, looking to.
Well, that dragon's up in another 35 seconds, so both teams are trying to position themselves on the bottom side of the map. Top laners.
Slapboxing just the same. Malphite went ahead and finished his frozen hearts, and he's doing a huge amount of armor and attack speed deal. It's really going to be difficult for Shyvana to deal with, but she's still running into him. Why magic damage from her?
Well, he has that teleport threat if he wanted to teleport immediately as that dragon comes up, and Shyvana does not. So Malphite's definitely going to be a bit more comfortable in this instance. Shyvana's running to do the crux.
So getting that passive with their smite, making get the full worth out of it.
Definitely looks like blue side is the most prepared for this dragon. Their vision is excellent right now. They have wards all in the bot side of red jungle.
How deep Lee Sin is going all the way past their enemy blue buff just to see what's going on over there. Malphite taking down the top lane.
Oh, Shyvana's going to ult in, actually. Malphite's going to get a little bloodied from this one, but I don't think he's going to die. He still does have ult up if he really needs to get away. Meanwhile, bot turret being answered as well. Caitlyn taking that. That's 3 towers to none now. Favor blue side. And dragons on the board.
Right. The red side has lost all of their outer towers. Lee Sin gets hooked and binded and flamed back into Lux.
The Knight's going to come out. The ultimate's not going to hit him, though. Graves is not going to be able to pick that one up either. Thresh going to die to Caitlyn now. Adamander doing a great job of picking that snipe up. Gotta be careful here. Kush Daddy does get stunned up by Articus, and the Lee Sin does connect onto the Gragas. He's gonna go in as the teleport comes in. He's gonna fly them all back, but now Shyvana's in a position not gonna have ultimate from that last fight, so she's just gonna be chasing them down. The Janna disengage. Gonna pop her right off. Meanwhile, Malphite into this fight. Ulting, great flash away from Graves. But Gragas is gonna go down to Gym Leader in the meantime. So definitely the blue side's fighting.
Certainly, unfortunate fight right there. They seem to have the position, but both red team only lost Thresh and Gragas, and it looks like this Dragon's going to also be there as well. So a lot of good flashes coming out. Gragas very, very nearly getting hit by that Malphite.
Evading death.
Yeah.
Did Malphite teleport into that fight as well? He did.
He did as well.
His uncle.
Shyvana came in first and very nearly took the fight on Janna. Gragas had already gone in, but her flash disengaged a bunch soon, really broke back any attempts at killing her.
With Malphite still in the bot lane, this could be the first tower for the blue side that we're going to see. Or for the red side, I'm sorry, the first blue side tower going down.
See, blue side's doing a great job.
Oh no,
getting
Lux could be.
objectives.
Nope. Lux not in any trouble. Cinder decides not to ult.
Gragas hanging out.
Oh, Thresh gonna catch Articus with that box. Articus knows he's dead. Gonna get that one over to Kush Daddy.
Just back off once they know she's secured. Very nice. Cinder way deep, and though they had ward from Supply, there's Thresh coming out.
Lee Sin looking to stop the push, but he may get pushed in further himself. He's gonna jump onto Shyvana, jump right out. Says he doesn't want any of that damage.
We see Shyvana taking the first top tower for red team and up top, trading out with Malphite.
Still down 5k in gold. The tower's definitely going to help get that gold back in your favor. Ooh, great
Bad
playback
spot.
from Thresh.
Having to flash away. She tried to net, but he caught her with the flame and gating it. Very nicely done by that guy. So it looks like they can converge on mid.
Sure, Malphite and Lee Sin are off in that Baron area, headed toward mid lane. So we could see a full 5-on-5.
All the ults are up except the box and the rainbow laser.
Sure, but Rainbow Laser's up every 5 seconds, so... Oh, Malphite getting a 4-man ultimate. Great job. The Graves exhausted. The Jan Tornado does come in. Thresh is going to be the first casualty of this fight, but Syndra gets some great stuns as Gragas goes down as well. There's the double kill. Graves is going to die to Malphite here. Meanwhile, Sticky Turtle's going down. Triple kill for that Syndra. Great play. That was 4 for 1, as they did lose Gym Leader, the Lee Sin there. Oh, the Piltover Peacemaker making it the ace.
Caitlyn, the longest long with the loss. Nice Lux with her Q. Very nice.
There's the snipe war we were talking about, and Caitlyn is definitely the better sniper today.
Very, it's easy. We got a gun. Very nice. That's a good team fight. Malphite with a perfect 4-man ult. Very
excellent
engage.
engage.
Janet followed up with a tornado, and I believe Lee Sin kicked around them too. Really a lot of knockups going on when they were so bunched together. They could not really react. Shyvana only barely managing to kill Gym Leader in that fight.
If you are purple side at this point, probably got to start thinking about that game too, what mistakes you've made and how you're going to correct them. This game's not over, but it would take a miracle at this point to get red side back into the driver's seat. They're not doing a very good job of picking the right fights and securing those objectives, and you're going to have to wonder what they're going to be able to do to correct that.
It's interesting to me because Caitlyn and Graves, they have almost the same items. She's only up to Zerkers on his boots of speed, but she just does a lot more damage than he does in this team fight. I don't know that he's making as big of an impact as he could be making.
Sure. Malphite pushing out top side, going to be answered by Shyvana. She is no, this. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she was level up.
She's picked up some Mara and the Ninja Boots, so I don't know how much damage he will be able to do to her.
Smite comes out, so they're definitely looking for.
Yeah, so it's gonna make her
some
deal even
blood
more
here.
damage. This is here, she's skyrocketed. But he has an Abyssal and a Frozen Heart, but both types of damage that Shyvana does is now being negated by Malphite, but she's gonna slap off each other until they run away.
Well, Malphite still had ultimate up too. He could have just run right away from her if it ever got too dangerous.
Very true.
We herald that ult as an engage, but it's also a very, very strong escape. Sold up didn't even have to look up. At least Sin didn't get onto him though. Good playback.
Q coming out, Cinder just gonna lazily go to the left, avoid it. Hit the nice slow in, and then ults.
He stuck around there a little too long, went right back in, and it was the death of him.
Articus now on a rampage, very nice. Lux with the Q, doesn't be followed up by anything. Greg's body slams, then promptly walks off.
Looks like this could be bad as...
Caitlyn's solo pushing bot on their tower. Someone's going to have to answer that. She will knock it down very quickly with her Zeal IE.
Absolutely, and sending Graves over there means pressure could be huge on this in-hit tower, but Blue Side's not going to look for it. They're running right down to that bottom tower, making this their next objective.
I like how bot tower groups together and makes sure it's each and every tower on the map areas. Right now, though, our team is not feeling confident in team fights. The last 2 to 3 they've had are just horribly wrong.
Sure, the last time they tried to group for a tower was when we saw Syndra get that absolutely big kill. Gragas is in trouble now, gonna have to flash out of that one. Adamander on a rampage with that Caitlyn, picking up the Gragas now. They're going somewhat low themselves. Double kill for Caitlyn, Leeson taking tower damage. Not gonna be killed by this one. Shyvana still trying to get something here, but it's not gonna be enough as she does go down to Articus. Ooh, Jake the Great's gonna go down. Thresh Flash missing from 8 Long Richard. Not gonna pick that one up. He does play the Caitlyn back into the tower and get her low, but the summoner heal is gonna keep her alive. Clean ace coming out from that blue side under tower.
Look how low the entire blue team is too. It's amazing how despite Lee Sin going in to what to look like to me almost crazily, he was by himself off in the corner with 2 of them. Malphite ult really knocked up the other half of the team, and then just one by one they each kind of just fell to the blue team under the inhibitor tower, which is nothing to laugh at. That laser tower will cut through you.
So much damage.
It's very impressive, very nice. And they got the tower that they were going for on the bot side too. Very solid play.
They're sitting at a 12k gold lead.
And you see Syndra going back, picking up her Zonias after already finishing her Athenes. Lux only has that Aether Wisp over there. Dragon's up in the... now, actually. Went live. See how quickly they converge on it. This will be their 3rd Dragon for blue team. Red team really needing to get one just to swing the momentum back in their favor a bit.
Absolutely. Baron is just as much of a legitimate objective at this point. I feel like either team could manage to take it if all 5 were there. Obviously, we'd see the Baron fight first. I don't think anyone would let it go for free. But that is something to consider if some team is sending all 5 members down for Dragon. I feel like blue side could easily just say, okay, we'll take Baron. There's a hook on Malphite. That's not who you really want to get that first hook on.
They just kind of let it walk away. Defend this pink ward, but Malphite does not care. He just lets it go.
Getting really close to that Syndra, a little too close if she were to try to burst that Gragas down.
Malphite
double ult on the Graves. He's going to dash over the wall, get the summoner heal as well. Going to run out of that one.
Very nicely avoided the Syndra that would have been certain damage. Shyvana going in, has to ult out, realizing she's in a 1v4.
That was a Lee Sin case. She still has ult.
Shyvana?
Dragon's Descent? Oh. I'm not smart. Okay.
And they kind of just managed to make it out with no kills. Very solid disengage. Let's say Graves dashing over the wall, very useful to get out. Because Malphite saw him, went in on it, and he didn't have to. He didn't have flash. He didn't have to use any of the stuff.
Fresh dangerous out of position. I have no idea how he got back there.
He should just hit the B key right now while they're distracted. Instead he throws out a Q.
Hopefully you get the.
They don't notice the Q.
No one saw it,
he's
so he's gonna get out of that one okay.
Blue team's gonna move in on the enemy jungle, warding every angle of it, making sure they can see every possible aspect.
That is their 3rd dragon now. So they definitely have control of this lower side jungle. Not only do they have vision of it, but they can maneuver around it faster than the red side could, get those picks if the red side's not being careful. Which so far they haven't been too careful, as we see 16-3 in total team kills.
Yeah, I enjoy when Shyvana and Malphite both go up top and they can slap off each other. It's always interesting to see how it goes back and forth. And Malphite's got quite a wave with him, so maybe they're going to look to push this top tower next. It's the last outer tower red team has to hold.
Caitlyn's coming up, make the fight a little bit unfair. Syndra, meanwhile, pushing in onto Graves, not going to get the stun.
Going up top, the support's breaching up there. This is going to be a 3v2 on this map. But I don't know that red team could defend it.
This is the best possible push at the moment from blue side. Gragas going in on that Syndra and dying for it. Thresh going to get a nice hook on the Malphite, actually. Going to play him back, but he's going to be too strong. Meanwhile, Syndra's just doing work in the bot lane. We're watching for something to happen top, but obviously keep the camera on Syndra, because that is where all the damage is at the moment.
Legendary, killing both Gragas and Lux. With the help of Lee Sin, of course.
Another tower 2 now down in the top lane. Thresh as well, probably going to die here to Caitlyn. There's the last auto attack, making it godlike. Malphite going in on Sticking Turtle. That's the Dragon's Descent to get away, but that's... Oh no, the Caitlyn's ult not going to pick it up.
Very nearly. Let's see, Caitlin's finished her IE and her PD, critting like crazy. Those kids do a lot more damage now. She tears through towers, tears through champions.
Absolutely.
Makes the push from top outer all the way to the inhib, securing it.
Not inhib, but it's just the kiss of death for this red team. If they weren't having enough trouble controlling the map before, they're sure going to have more trouble now. That they don't have.
Well, they got the inhibitor tower. Unfortunately, Lee Sin had to die. They're starting to hang out, low health.
Oh, flashing from Lux, going to shut down the Syndra.
Very
Meanwhile, Malphite is in trouble as well.
Getting the slow, and Malphite, he doesn't have his ult. He used it up top on Shyvana, so unless he can run away from all these slows.
Oh, Dragon's body slam not going to do enough.
Got the
Ooh,
binding,
max
very
range
nice.
binding.
He's out of mana, unfortunately. He can't steal their move speed, but it looks like he's gonna just gonna run away. It's so funny.
Walks right out of that one.
He only has level 1 boots. It's a swift rock.
Keep running.
And clear out some of the vision as much as they can. That minion going in for the kill.
That minion followed the entire way. Wow. Lux gonna take her blue.
Man, trying to get this blue buff. I don't know if she's gotten one before this. She has few and far between. Blue team's made it very clear that and the red general is also theirs.
They're taking that. Funneling some gold on the Graves, letting him solo farm in this top side, get that gold and experience.
You see, Caitlyn went back, bought her last Whisper now, so that Shyvana armor Thormo that she picked up is not going to be as effective.
Blue side looking to coagulate and push down this mid.
They have an open inhib, they could go bot lane, but,
Crossboom's playing, maybe look at that start of the engage.
but they could definitely siege this mid tower with Caitlyn as strong as she is right now.
And this tower probably won't hold out too long, especially with Shyvana and Graves being there to defend it. Leeson going in now on to Lux. She's going to die almost certainly here. He flashes in, but he's not going to get the summoner heal. Comes out from Graves to save her life. Thresh getting a good box out, but not doing a lot of damage follow-up. Thresh also getting stunned up.
Because all they could do to save that one Lux, and they still lost. They don't lose all their inhibitors at this rate.
That was
Top line still pushing in.
a flash, a summoner heal, and a Gratis ult.
Thresh going down to Syndra. She just kind of walks by Ultim and solo from that little last scuffle they had.
Articus has been a monster on this Syndra today.
7-2-5.
Going in, last ditch effort to save the map. The Lux ult comes out. Caitlyn takes a tower out in the meantime. Looks like both teams can be continuing to skirmish onto one another, but red team going much lower out and it's going to have to be forced out by that Gragas. Lux, not many real danger at this point. Syndra could get a pick though.
We need to start pushing some minions away. So
Oh, Lee Sin going in, taking some tower, but the Janus shield will negate any damage that it may pose a threat.
And see, Shyvana's so tanky. She was able to. I was under tower. They were focused on the tower. She was able to ult in and just kind of push them back a bit. They still got the tower, but able to kind of break them up a bit. Syndra very low. Malphite's low from that fight. Everyone back and forth.
Looks like Baron Vision is going to be one of the next targets of this blue side, as they are all converging on that side of the map.
Red team does
Oh, this could be big. A pick onto Syndra, but she gets the Zanyas to negate any hard CC from the pressure. If that comes down, it's not going to be enough.
They're all picking up. Oh,
Oh, not quite, Lux. You're going to get slammed down by Malphite. Sorry, Kush Daddy.
very nice. They thought that was a good pick on Syndra. Unfortunately, the rest of the blue team was also there. Syndra ulted to kill the Thresh, and even though Lex tried to secure with her ult, Malphite shut her down.
We certainly might that. What's that pattern for Graves? We'll feel a bit better now. So getting a kill on the board now. Syndra from downtown looking to make some waves, but Shyvana's going to get herself in trouble here. No, Graves is going to go in and kill Syndra. He's the 1v4ing at the moment. No, I'm sorry, 2, as there is the help of the Gragas. They may take down Malphite here, but the minions are converging onto them. The ult comes out, but it's not going to be enough. Caitlyn's going to kill the Graves. That's going to be the game.
Minions smacking it away to the death while team fights going on, ruining the fun. Anyway, solid victory coming out from blue team.
It'll be the first game in this best-of-3 series.
See, that was a real strong play. We saw Caitlyn, huge playmaker, 10-1 that game. Her damage was unreal that game. Janna never died, neither did Malphite actually. The two of them were just the unkillable threats. Unable to join that lobby real fast.
I'm going to let them know to make some room, and we can get into this next game as soon as possible.
So when you look at that, what do you think? What do you think Red Team's thinking about in terms of next game? You think we'll see any Caitlyn banning, seeing how strong she was that time. You think she just got away from them?
It wasn't. It wasn't so much that Caitlyn was strong. It was that you saw them pick Graves into Caitlyn. You know, Caitlyn is obviously a high-range lane bully. Graves himself is a lane bully, but he has to do it from much closer up. If they go into trade with each other while Graves has to walk away to get back to his line of safety, Caitlyn can still poke him because she never had to leave her line of
Absolutely.
safety. I don't believe Graves was a very good choice to go up against Caitlyn.
I don't feel like it was the worst in the lane if he felt
It's
comfortable
not-
in the matchup.
It's not the worst choice. There are much, poorer choices to lane up against Caitlyn, but Graves definitely isn't one of the strongest.
Sure.
I think it's interesting. We had Lucian and Jinx were both open. Neither side picked them. I'm wondering if they might just change that mentality. Maybe go for some hyper carry potential this next game.
Apparently, they already got into Champion Select. That was a 3-minute delay, causing us to be a little bit behind. So they're in their Champ Select right now. We're not going to get eyes on that because we are on a strict timeline today, and having them remake the game would just make that all the more stressful. So we're going to have to wait and get in after that 3-minute delay. We should be able to, once Champion Select is done, actually get in the spectate and see before it actually gets into in-game time, have some time to talk about picks bans.
Yeah, this will be a
You
very.
want to work on setting your background?
All right, in the meantime, we're going to mute the stream and try to fix some of the technical issues going on back here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Champion Select. Picks and bans have come through.
We're seeing a lot different picks than we did before. On the blue team, C-Cup Warriors, Blitzcrank, Annie, Lee Sin, Vladimir, and Lucian. So they still Salazar's Lee Sin jungle. Did not want that to get.
Is that a jungle bard? Oh, this one's going to be really interesting.
We had that come out yesterday. We didn't see it
I
on
heard
stream.
he did really well on that.
I think
surprisingly.
10-0 and 22
Yeah,
was his final score.
That was what
Really?
he said. Yes, I'm not sure the circumstances of that game, but I heard it was amazing.
That's absolutely monstrous for a champion who, up to this point, many people have thought was relatively useless.
Let's see. Well, the bot lane is actually, instead of Bard, it's going to be Lulu, Ashe, Annie, Lucian, and that's going to probably be not in Ashe's favor. She's not one I would say is real strong right now. She's always good with her range and her ult initiate, but in terms of laning, she gets bullied pretty easily, I'd say.
Of all the carries, Ashe has to be one of the weakest to Blitzcrank. You know, she can slow you infinitely, but her herself, she doesn't move very fast. So she's not. She doesn't have an advantage in dodging the hooks.
And then if she does get caught, I mean, there's nothing she can do. She has to flash away. Lucian has options with his relentless pursuit, but there's no way he can deal with Blitzcrank pulling him in. Excuse me, and especially then knocked up, and then it's just gonna be a lot of damage. Because Blitzcrank is running the ignite rather than exhaust, and so that's gonna put even more pressure on top of Ashe. Lulu choosing the exhaust. Hopefully she can keep alive. Lulu has the shield at level 6. She can give Ashe some health, and she can even slow the others away, make sure they don't get to her. But on her own, I don't know if she'd be able to do much against Lucian and Blitzcrank. What I do like about Lulu, though, is her polymorph, her whimsy. It's very, very good at shutting someone down, because I think it lasts like 2.5 seconds. So if someone gets ahead, if she lands it on them, they're just utterly useless. And that's and that's with not even including the exhaust you could put down on top of it.
That's going to be crucial late game in keeping Lee Sin off of Ashe, that polymorph.
But Lulu can't really do much for Ashe if she gets pulled, however. You know, Lulu does have that ult to protect her, but Lulu would have to be relatively close to the impact zone in order to hit her. And if they're as far back as I can imagine them being, if Ashe gets a long-range hook, then Lulu's most likely not going to be anywhere near for assistance.
So I want to talk about what made the purple side successful last game, or not last game. I'm sorry, when they ran Jungle Bard yesterday. And the way apparently that they made this work is they ran attack speed Bard in the jungle, getting slow procs off in rapid succession upon one another, giving him a lot more CC than you would see in a supporting role. And they had LeBlanc on that to just solidify so much chase. So this LeBlanc Bard combo is coming out again. And remember, LeBlanc was banned away last game, so she did slip through this game. I think she was banned from Arcticus. That was a ban from the opposing team. They did not ban LeBlanc themselves, so.
We saw Syndra play being monstrous in LeBlanc. I can only expect even greater things of that against the Annie. I want to say Annie's stronger than Lux. She does so much damage. It's a lot closer, but it's a lot more, I would say, and she has the super hard AoE CC.
Okay. About to load in here. Everyone's at 100%, so we're just waiting a bit.
Up top, I'm really surprised that they picked Vladimir into Renekton. It's not something I would have advised. I would think Vladimir's gonna have a really rough time up there.
Vladimir. Yesterday we saw Vladimir against Darius. I believe Vladimir has a bit of an easier matchup against Renekton. Renekton can't pull Vladimir to him. Renekton has an initiation himself. Vladimir can more easily get away from it rather than getting stunned.
Let's see if now on the blue side they're going to try to push in for that level 1 invade that they've been prioritizing every game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
This is looking like it's going to be that way. Red side, well aware of it, going to try to get that early ward down, spot out the Blitzcrank. Of course, the team that invades every time, every game, you're going to have to watch out for the second they pick Blitzcrank. That level 1 could be nasty. Running right in, getting vision down.
Lulu was in a dangerous place there had she been spotted.
Oh, but
Got
going to
him
get the pull on the
hard.
bar. He's going to have to force a flash very early. Lee Sin following up, but maybe going in too deep himself. He's going to take a lot of harass to get out of there.
It's gonna hurt.
You see him hugging the wall in order to cheese pathing to get as far away as possible.
There's that Renekton coming in, but I don't know if he wants it.
I had some simple trades back and forth. Nothing really lost altogether.
A little level 1 slap fight. Nothing too big. 4-man back from Blue Team. Bard losing the flash though. So
It's true. They got that out of it. Very nice. Well, won't expect any flashed cosmic bindings coming from him.
no. And honestly, he had vision of the Blitzcrank. He knew he was in that bush. That was a massive oversight
Yeah, nice
by
ward
gym leader.
in that river bush, real over the wall. They definitely saw him come in. He's gonna hang around here, gonna help Bard out, give him some leash.
Sure, that Lulu gives a Thon, just gonna deal out some early damage. Ash as well, burning some volley on that one, so.
Very nice.
Starting the Gromp before Bard even gets in there, trying to save him some time.
It's like just a little late because
Yeah, it's-
a little engaged, but it shouldn't affect him too much. He'll be all right.
Okay. Up in this top lane, Renekton and Vladimir going to be slapping around. Renekton should win this one out very well before level 6.
I'd imagine so. He should just be able to get in Vladimir's face and slap him around with that. I'm not sure what to call that weapon. Kind of a giant blade, I was going to say.
Fan blade, maybe? It's not really a fan, but it's... Banana blade?
Banana.
It's a banana blade. Someone call Soraka. We could make this a thing.
Going on bot lane, like that. Blitzcrank is minding his pool, biding his time, but I'm not going to be too surprised when it comes down into it.
Okay. Oh, good pullback from Blitzcrank. Ignite goes down onto Ash. Adamander could be in trouble here, but she's going to survive.
Very, very, very close. I'm surprised. I thought Lucian would have managed to get one last auto in on her, but just barely.
Sorry guys, we're having a little bit of technical
Difficulties with the stream. That should fix things up for us there. Oh, good pull from Blitzcrank. Going to pop back to Lulu, knock her up. She could be actually dead here. Is going to have to flash out. So bot lane going entirely the other direction from last game.
Very nice. And as we said earlier, like earlier, Lucian Blitzcrank very dominant on the Ashe. Pulled her in, forced her to go away, like flash and heal. And then once she was gone, Lulu was just left to suffer herself. She had to also go back away. See Bard popping Magical Journey, cutting down some path timing.
So we got to talk really quickly about those 3 minutes of dead time. People saw that was an issue with open broadcast software. We don't expect it to happen again. Just a changeover issue that we didn't foresee. But we had the fix. What happened in those first 3 minutes is blue side came in, running through their bottom jungle toward the blue of red side, looking for an early invade. Blitzcrank got a pull onto Bard and forced a flash. Aside from that, everyone went to normal lanes. We did see also right before we switched back over, Blitzcrank getting another pull onto Ashe. Ooh, almost a third pull. Getting her onto Ashe, forcing the flash and heal there. First blood going for Vladimir in the top lane. Renekton wins pre-6 maybe, but not to this Vladimir.
Very nice. Vladimir managed to get him pretty low, and I guess secured it very easily. I am surprised, though. Definitely.
It's not something that you would expect to happen.
Renekton may win pre-6 because of Vladimir's cooldowns, but Vladimir is still extremely powerful in those early levels.
Renekton coming right back into lane with a teleport. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Blitzcrank missing the hook. That could have been lethal if he pulled that off.
Bot lane, all their summoners, Ashe and Lulu, don't have exhaust, heal, or either of their flashes from the first pulls.
Mid laners are close to that first level 6 of the game. That's going to be a fun one to see because both of those have their all-in combos at level 6.
I'll have to see if Tibbers or Mimic is more effective here. Well, Blunt can't silence anymore, so she's really just going to have to rely on Annie missing her stun.
Alright, going to have to bait the stun or get ready to dash away from an incoming Tibbers.
I'm farming out right now.
Bard could be coming in for a gank.
He definitely is in position. Blitzcrank's moving up mid. Looks like he's going to go and see if he can lend some assistance to Annie. They know last game on Syndra, Arcticus was a huge threat.
There it is. Annie coming in, but the Blitzcrank roam, the knock-up after the flash. Annie's flashing in as well, but she doesn't have the stun. The Ignite on the LeBlanc may be enough if they can get a couple more auto attacks off, but it's not.
Oh, that was very close. Very nice play. They got LeBlanc's flash. Unfortunately...
Lee Sin with a nice Q.
Lee. Well done. That actually looked like it could have been very dangerous
Very
if
nicely.
LeBlanc had gotten just a second more time.
Tried to retaliate a little longer, but it was just wasn't. Lisa was too quick and double queued and killed her. Very nice on the blue team. They know that Articus is a threat, and they try to shut him down early, giving assists out as much as they can. That's going to really help Lee Sin get ahead as well. And ahead Lee Sin is something dangerous.
Absolutely. Keep in mind it was played against them last game, and they lost pretty handily.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have it on their side. Maybe they can use it to force the game in a bit better of a direction, especially if they can play well against this jungle Bard. Apparently it went off last time they played it, but
Bard's still at 10 CS. He's a bit behind Lee Sin.
More than a bit.
Yeah.
Believe me when I say we are eagerly waiting for it to go off again.
we're going to have to see how this jungle plays, because it is, I don't want to say a bit of a cheese pick.
It's certainly unusual. You would not have thought this.
Right.
Bard's playstyle definitely warrants the jungle role, even though all of his abilities are more geared towards support.
Sure. We'll just have to see if it can be pulled off. It's not something I've seen a lot of, so this game will actually be very educational for me. I'm enjoying getting to watch him.
Now, pre-game, we did look up the teams on low nexus, and it does seem that Bard has a little bit of attack speed and AD in his rune. So I'm a little curious to see if he goes more of an AP or an AD or even a tanky route.
Mm-hmm.
All we see for right now is just a jungle hookblade, so we can't say which
Oh,
direction.
Vladimir's in
Vladimir
trouble.
getting all
There's
in.
Renekton. So everything I said early is just entirely reversed. Vladimir won
probably-
early, and then
Vladimir the
after
first
level 6, Renekton's coming in.
Vladimir probably just overstepped his boundaries just a little bit, maybe used the pull the wrong way. You got
Fuck,
bot lane going in, Lulu getting a little brave here.
Looks like they're going to push in, but Blitzcrank does have hookup in just a second here. He can land a nice pull onto Ashe. She could be in a lot of trouble.
Ash Lulu, you have a nice little poke between Glow and Lulu's already annoying auto attack with her passive and Ash's own long range. So they can get some decent harassment, but it's just they have to be wary about the Blitzcrank Bard going all the way for that charm. I can appreciate it.
Jungle and mid lanes holding ground.
And he does have her combo up, so you gotta be careful
Mhm.
overstaying there too long.
I feel both of them are in that mid lane area because Dragon is building some tension.
We see, I think last dragon fight, Salah got all the dragons, and they got them all pretty handily. But the way this game's going so far, C Cup Warriors has the advantage. Two kills to one, more gold. They don't have a ward, unfortunately, but they should be able to notice whenever they move out for it. So I don't think Bard's not going to be the fastest at clearing the dragon. He's going to need his whole team there to help him out.
Lisa looking for some more blood onto LeBlanc, not going to hit the Q. Meanwhile, Ashe getting pulled in from Blitzcrank, the Ignite's on her, but Bard's coming in. This could be bad for Lucian. Teleport, though, coming from the red side. Lucian is in a lot of trouble. He's going to dash out, miss the Bard ult, but Renekton is here. Great knock-up from Blitzcrank to hold on, but there's the flash in from Bard. The kill coming out for Renekton. He's going to get pulled back, not knocked up. Walks away within an inch of his life, but gets a kill. Great play from the red team.
Very nice Bard. He landed both his Cosmic Binding Suns on the Lucian.
Bard level games, similar comparative to Zac. I mean, that was a very long distance travel.
Sure, absolutely. Even though the ult missed, he got that.
You know, actually even hit Lulu, and she had to sit there and wait for it.
I didn't notice that. Oh, Lee Sin flashing over. Stunned before he can get the ward hop. Oh, and he gets out barely.
Close. And he actually got in and smote it, but Bard still got it. Very close play on Lee Sin. It was very nice that he made the attempt to steal it. I mean, last game I don't think they even had that real opportunity. But that first dragon of the game goes to Salah, tying up the score 2-2, gold within 100 of each other.
Now, what I want to call into question after we get through this fight, Annie not gonna probably get a walk out of this one just fine. What I want to call into question, Lee Sin had a ward over here. He had vision. Why would he not ward hop over first to try to get the smite, then flash out, since flash is less dependent on...
Remember, Lee Sin's Q is an execute, a common tactic for Lee Sin when they want
Oh,
to steal
no.
something.
There's a dead
Vladimir
Vladimir.
getting all in again, but
He got the tower. Lucky him.
That is true. He traded his life for the tower. Continue with what you're saying.
what most common Lee Sins do is they Q to get vision of it and to tag it, then they Q again, mid Q smite, and you rely on your Q's execute in order to steal it, and then you ward hop back over. That way you don't need to use any of it.
I think he flashed over there, though. His flash is on a cooldown that would
Yeah, it's
suggest
the
it.
He
same
may
with the
possibly
smite.
have flashed over there.
Silly Lee Sin. Time to redeem yourself. Come kill the crocodile. Teleport's coming in. This game could be pretty good. There goes the ult instantaneously. The dash in
Ton of
from
damage
Lee Sin.
coming
Nice
down.
knockback, but he may have just given him the escape, actually.
Maybe
If he can land this next Q.
Single forward.
Renekton's too fast for Lee Sin to catch. Lee Sin does not have boots yet.
Later Gator.
No, there's the ward hop. There's the Q in, but the ultimate gets popped. Lee Sin's taking a lot of tower damage. Great turnaround.
Stunned under tower, very nice. Renekton popped the ult the second Lee Sin started flying towards him, stunned him under tower, and it was all over from there. Very
What
nice
a
play.
turnaround from Renekton.
It's also really taking the game back into. Wow, it's coming out. Salasal taking the game back in their favor. Started out 2-0, now it's 2-4 in Salasal's favor.
Gold still actually with C Cup Warriors.
That bar, Magical Journey, giving him free movement all around. Lucian
Lucian may
getting
not
really
even-
harassed here, I'm surprised. Pullman under tower nearly dies.
There's
has
a
the
Flash Force. Bard's in the area, and they saw him. Lucian's wisely just running right on out of this one. Blitzcrank probably shouldn't be that far away from the tower.
That in a great spot. Autos and the red buff.
Get the pull, get the knockout. No, not gonna happen.
He's gonna Magical Journey through the tower.
No, he's gonna die.
Oh.
Lucian picking that one up. Not quite sure what.
I believe what happened there is Bard was having trouble
Clicking
the.
It was
the
attacking the
magical
tower.
journey.
He couldn't
was
get the,
attacking the
oh no! Lisa,
Listen.
great kickback, but Ash may get the kill on Lucian here. Wow, not what he was anticipating.
Still got the kill on Ash for the tower shot she took, and maybe he can get this one on Lulu. She
Gonna
does
take a good
not have
Sonic
ult.
wave.
He
The
tubbies
ward hop to
around.
juke out. He looks like he's got to run away from this one.
He's
Minions
waiting for
are
Lulu to
chasing.
break her minion line so he can definitely Q backwards.
Yeah, there
and
it
get that
is. There's the
kill.
kill. You called
Very
it.
nice. Lee Sin redeeming himself very nicely, killing both Ash and Lulu. Bard also dying down there, and they managed to get, but on the first side, Salsa managed to get the top lane tower.
This is a much higher kill game than we were seeing last game, or at least much more well diffused. We had, what was it, 19-3 by the end of the last game or so, somewhere
Most of the
around
kills
there.
were on this LeBlanc, and we see this game, she hasn't managed to do much of anything, honestly. She's 0-1-0. CS is actually under Annie. Not looking very good for her compared to her Syndra last game.
Bard doing
Renekton could be looking for his 6th kill here.
Yeah, Renekton.
2 levels up on that Vladimir. Vladimir is having a very hard time in lane now.
Banana Blade.
Or what used to be top. Bard doing very well for himself. Now, what used to be half of Lee Sin CS is now 4 above him, and it seems he's answered my question. He is a attack speed based build.
Oh, what a
Nice
banana
ult on
banana.
Lucian.
Absolutely. There comes Lulu as well as get the polymorph. Lucian is definitely dead here. Gym leader to pick that one up.
Unfortunately, the Ash Arrow missed, but the Bard Tempered Fate held him there long enough for everyone to converge on him. Very nice.
Even if that Ash Arrow had hit, it wouldn't have done too much because the Bard would have negated the slow instantaneously. I mean, it definitely wouldn't have hurt, but there was the just a little bit of overlay from the Bard there.
A lot of action going on bot lane compared to last game. Bard being there a lot with Ash and Lou. Solid ganking going on there. Poor LeBlanc, though, she's doing well for herself. She hasn't died past that first gank with Lee Sin and Annie, but she really, to become a huge playmaker like I keep thinking she's gonna do, she needs to start getting out and getting around.
With Annie's ROA, LeBlanc can't actively burst her down. It's just too tanky for her.
This could be bad for blue side as the teleport does come in from the very, very fed Crocodile. Lee Sin in a bad position. Gets a good kickback, but he's running straight into a tower that will kill him. Bard, meanwhile, has killed Annie somewhere along in this mess with the help of LeBlanc. That happened just under mid lane river.
Lucian barely managing to escape. Lee Sin got into a bad spot, unfortunately, but this teleport coming in with Ash and Lulu both in. Looks like they're going to 5-man converge on the second bottom tower here, knowing Annie and Lee Sin are both dead. Vladimir still pushing up top.
Camera, sorry. Mouse is all slippery. So gets the knockup. There's going to be a half-dead Crocodile. He has the ult. The Lulu ult comes through as well, so Cullen's not going to be able to kill him off. Even with the Ignite and the tower. Meanwhile, Adamant is going to get a kill on the Blitzcrank as well. Lucian may be going down the blanket in the area. The tower will die first, though.
He managed to do a lot of damage to that Crocodile, and actually Bard and LeBlanc all under that tower. Unfortunately, just wasn't enough of them there to do anything.
Dragon's up now. They may be looking, it just spawned, so they may be looking to run out there before they go. Lee Sin is full health, though.
Now, LeBlanc's too low to stay for this, I think, and Renekton and Bard are kind of not at their full health. So I imagine if Zika Warriors can get there in time, they could definitely turn this around with the Annie's old stuff.
Lee Sin wasting his Q off in the distance for some reason. Now he has no... Nice ult by Bard, catching Lee Sin in the middle of the wall.
Amazing.
Free dragon.
Luckily, League is well coded and he does not get stuck in that wall. I remember back in season 1 when that used to be a problem.
That was an amazing part. They knew they were winning over the wall, held them there in place so they couldn't even attempt to steal. Vladimir Renekton gonna duke it out of here.
Vladimir putting out a lot of damage on that Renekton.
The Hemo Plague doing a nice work. He knows
Vladimir
he can't walk in there.
Oh, he does have a ward. There you go.
A 1-3 Vladimir doing that much to a 5-1 Renekton is just a testament to this player's ability to play that matchup right.
He dashes back in, but Vladimir getting a lot of life steal back.
This gonna go. There's the flash. There's not gonna be enough Annie.
You got Bard coming in from behind Vladimir, not seeing it. This is probably the end of Vladimir.
He's gonna cut the health and get the pool, but he's gonna have to run for his life. The Bard's slows are so intense. That's why he's running that attack speed to just get consistent slows. Lee Sin now maybe in the wrong neighborhood.
Missed the Warthog. He got out there.
Ooh,
All the
LeBlanc's
dashes
chasing it
that
down,
he
and
lost.
Bard as well. There's LeBlanc getting in. The knockback from Lee is going to be good. Meanwhile, Ash getting a killing spree onto Lucian, but she may be in trouble herself. Knockup from Blitzcrank and Creepwave could be stifling. There's the pullback. She's dead. That's the shutdown.
I'm very surprised that Ash managed to kill Lucian with the two of them there. But he does have an IE doing a lot more damage than Lucian with just his BF sword and pickaxe.
That Ash pick is not something we see. It's not probably the best AD carry pick, but they're making it work. 4-2-2.
Very nice. Making use of her crits and her slows, making sure that no one can get away when she's on them. Nice chunk of damage coming out from LeBlanc on Annie, and I'm just going to go back and farm it up a bit.
Articus is still 0-1-2, but Kush Daddy has not been able to pull around. The Ash ult's coming down the mid lane. There it is. It's going to miss and hit Lee Sin.
Very nearly.
Not going to hit Lee Sin. He had the home guard jukes.
Very nice. If that hit, that was definitely going to be Articus' first kill of the game.
That would have turned Kush Daddy into Kush Batty, and he would have been done for. But
Blitzcrank rolling in, just going straight up the cannon, trying to help Ice farm out, laid some pressure down. Punish for it.
Renekton coming in on the back line.
You see Bard's nowhere near this, but his Tempered Fate is always in range. So with that, and he goes in with the stun, saying all the
Timbers on the Articus. Lee Sin's coming into the back line, not going to get it, but Zanya's Tempered Fate from Bard is going to help out. But that's going to be one dead Ash despite the Lulu ult. Renekton should be able to get out of this one. Meanwhile, Vladimir's chasing on the Lulu. The polymorph will keep him down.
Yeah, very nice grab on Ash during that fight. Hold her under tower and on top of all five of them. There's no way she can get away from that.
Forcing the Lulu ult at the minimum and getting the kill at the max. Oh, not going to
Very
hit the pull
near.
on the ball. He was in range, he just didn't hurt. And this could be a big tower for the Sweep Warriors.
The Warriors starting to get real low. Also stunned.
Ooh, Articus picking up Sticky Turtle, staying a little too long there. The Blitz Hook as well, not coming in from Avon Riches. Nectar's not going to be stunned by that. Mar just hanging out, dancing about.
Wow. You've seen that he's laying a lot of good cues on him. He's getting the two-man stuns a lot, as closely grouped as they have been. LeBlanc goes back, takes an Annie Q.
I thought I saw Annie had stun, but I suppose not.
I suppose not either. Maybe just blinked and missed it.
Uh-oh, Lee Sin could be in trouble now. Or Renekton might be in damage. Nope. He's going to get the kill over to LeBlanc.
Doing her second kill game, trying to get it around. Now that we see the Arcus the way he is, it should make this a huge advantage for himself, I'm sure.
Sure. It's good to know that the carry potential for Salasal is not solely Articus. They've been holding out this game despite Articus having a subpar start. And the Jungle Bard's been very impactful, 4-1-3. And the Renekton has been 5-1 for some time now. But he's still created so much map pressure elsewhere. He's such a potent threat that even though he's not scoring kills here in the mid game, he is definitely making big waves.
Yeah, well, last game we saw this Renekton play Malphite, and he couldn't quite do the same amount of damage as Renekton does. But we saw him land amazing ult, so it's nice that he can. Nice that he knows how to initiate.
Coming in to save Kush Daddy, but he's going to go down really fast. Vladimir now in a bad spot. Has to burn the pool. Good hook from Blitz to get Ash again. But this time, her fate will not be so unfortunate as the Lulu ult is enough to save her.
picking up even a kill there on Vladimir far lane, causing binding, stunning him in place, so he has to just take the crits coming out from Ashe. That was a very nice pull from Blitzcrank. Unfortunately, Lulu was there to help her get away, but she did still have the bow flash.
This is almost certainly mid tower 4. Saw LSI going to be taking that away from C-Cup Warriors, pushing in pressure even further, as now all of their lanes are pushed or pushing. Ooh, Lucian, nice jukes around the Crocodile.
Making him take a lot of tower shots right there. I'm not sure he can win a 1v1, but now it's
It's not a 1v1 anymore, as Bard's coming in and joining the fight. Going to get a lot of damage on to take the grade. He goes down. Frickin's going to pick that one right.
Very nice. This is the second tower they're grabbing.
He's tanking it, but that's okay. That's going to be an inner tower.
So I'll let you just push on towards mid.
Maybe look at Oh no, that's not what you wanted to do, Crocodile. That's almost certain death. Shut down.
Very nice. Annie throwing out Tibbers just for good measure.
And they gave that over to Lee Sin. You have to wonder if that was intentional, if they're trying to put all their eggs in that basket.
That was most likely not intentional. That was a very wide team fight, especially since
Sure.
Andy dropped Tibbers. He may have just happened to take it.
Would have been better suited on somebody like that, Annie or Vladimir, at this point. Both, I think, are pretty starved for gold. Actually, no, both are very close in total gold to that of Lee Sin. Annie only about 100 behind, same as story for Vladimir.
We'll see this third dragon coming up. C-Cup Warriors in a great place to fight this. The Renekton does have teleporting. He's going to be up in 5 seconds, so it's just a matter of can they kill it fast enough before they collapse. Vladimir actually nowhere near this fight. Timber Fate coming in, stopping everyone. Just so Renekton coming in.
Oh, Annie. Not Annie, Ashe, I'm sorry, getting a kill on the Lee Sin. Meanwhile, this fight's breaking out kind of sloppily across the board. Good culling from Lucian, but Vladimir's definitely dead here to Articus, getting a killing spree. Now Kush Daddy is the next target.
The Hot Queen's claim, slowing A just enough. Oh,
That's a good one to pull on the tower, get the silence on Renekton, but he's going to have to flash himself to get away from this one. Meanwhile, Kush Daddy does go down. Big Richard's going to go down as well. Adamander getting in on the Jake the Grave, but not going to get it, and there's going to be the shutdown. LeBlanc having to come pick that one up. Articus getting the final touches on that ace.
Team double kill.
Dying himself, actually. So only Renekton and Lulu surviving. Meanwhile, Lee Sin has come up. That was an ace, but it was at the very tail end. Lee Sin probably can kill the two of these.
chase him down. He's definitely going for it. He came away with Renekton comes out. Very nice.
But good on him to burn the ult. Lulu's going to be backing no vision, so Lee Sin probably should not be able to continue on this one.
Let's talk about that dragon fight again real fast. That was a very nice play by Bard, stopping the dragon so that Renekton could get there. And Renekton was looking actually ended up taking the dragon. That's their third dragon, Salas's third dragon. And even though Bard ended up dying to Vladimir for it, that was definitely worth it in the team fight to follow. They ended up getting an ace off of it.
It also stalled the timer on Annie's Tibbers a little bit and killed off maybe 4 or 5 dragon attacks time that Tibbers could have been tanking that dragon away. So Tibbers died almost immediately when Bard's ultimate effects were done, and I forget who was in the dragon pit, but they immediately started taking dragon damage when that Ash arrow hit as well. Lee Sin, I think.
Yeah, in fact, Lee Sin died to that Ash arrow, I'm pretty sure. It collapsed on him, and the dragon and that Ash arrow together just ended up killing him. Very unfortunate to not have their jungler there.
Bard could be looking for something on Annie. They have the vision that misses, but hits Blitzcrank. There's the
Tempered Fate coming in. Ash has red and Stock Shot. There's anywhere enough that Annie was stunned.
Ooh, a lot of damage on Bard from just Blitzcrank. Now Annie's coming in there as well. Vladimir maybe able to get a kill on this one. He's going to die in the middle of his tunnel. Meanwhile, Lee Sin and Lucian are running from that Renekton. Vladimir probably dead.
Anime picking up a nice kill with her Frost Shot and red buff slows on Vlad.
Yes, again. 3 and 8 this year.
Has been a great game for him. You see he finishes Will of the Ancients, and now he's just kind of scraping any other pieces of items he can manage to get.
Ooh.
Animator killing off Annie down there.
I suppose that was just a long chase. Lee Sin's not going to want to take that cue. Not onto that angle.
We saw him play the Kayle last game. It was an excellent play.
Ooh, this could be bad for 8-1 Richard. He's going to pull onto Lulu, but that's only more damage that's going to come out onto him. This tower's done for sure.
Certainly. Looks like he's bloodthirsty for more. Only Lee Sin and Lucian here. Lucian already very low, and his culling is gone for a little bit too, so they have no way of pushing them off once if the wave comes in time.
Gonna be a bit of time when that Gaze comes in. Make sure to probably just back off. But if you're like, I wonder what the goals are like. Are they in buy territory right now? 700, 400?
Looks like Lee Sin could buy himself something nice for Nick, but that's it. The Seacup Warriors, they're all kind of starved over there.
Renekton and Ash drop some fat stacks. As Ash picks up, let's see what she got. Another, the Quicksilver Sash? Does she have that prior?
I'm not quite certain. I think she just picked it up, and I don't think she would have used it before. But with that Quicksilver Sash picked up, she doesn't have to worry about Vladimir or the Annie-stun, probably more likely for that. So any surprise tippers on her will get swiftly cleansed, and then she can regroup and start laying out the damage again.
I have a question. If Bard ulted and Ash were caught in the stun lock of her own teammate Bard's ult, could she QSS that?
I don't think so. You can't use your actives.
Huh. You can't use actives at all there. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, at least. I'm not entirely certain. I've never come up with that, but I'm not.
Because Bard's ult is a special type of CC. It's a stasis. Think the only other stasis in the game is Zanya's, and you can't activate anything else during Zanya's.
Sure.
So I'd assume she can't QSS.
Okay.
Going that last fight, we saw Bard do Timber Fate, just then try to catch the Lee Sin, but I think he just hopped over the wall and got away. But we were set up for this Baron play. They
Vladimir
definitely
went down
could
to
do it.
LeBlanc in that time frame.
They definitely could do it. They just gotta clean up some wards around here. Without the Vladimir, it's gonna be
There's
easy.
LeBlanc.
Going off on Lucian, checking him to half. Asher just barely missing.
They're going in from the backside, though. This could be big. LeBlanc's going in on the Blitzcrank. Meanwhile, Lee Sin's getting a lot of damage under him. There's a pull on the Bard, but he's not going to be able to do too much just by himself. Lee taking
nice
the
job.
Q train downtown.
Bard
Articus getting picked up.
let the Q hit him and then magical journeyed him back across into his entire team. Bard trying to flash Q there, missing.
A little bit more vision for that red side. The jungle of the opposing blue team is dead. So Baron is a very big threat at this point. Their health bars aren't huge. Sticky Turtle getting caught out there. It's a little block.
Oh, getting
Really
rooted
done.
in his pool. Just gonna try to flash away. Bard pulled out again. Goes down to Sticky Turtle's Q. Renekton diving
now
in.
Renekton jumping in.
Destroying
Two kills.
Lucian and Vlad. Oh, kills the Ash for that Vladimir, but he let Renekton lock them down.
Ooh, meanwhile, Annie's pulled a kill around, but dies to Ash.
Blitzcrank is falling now, also to Ash.
Lucian
Triple
rolling
kill.
alive.
Very nice play. His Caitlyn last game was phenomenal. It's nice to see this game. He has a wide range of champions also going on Ash.
That is going to be the first inhibitor tower of the game. Possibly the first inhibitor as well. They do have some nice death timers on this one.
Certainly.
He's not going to have any backup for another 10 seconds, so that inhibitor is done for.
Destroy.
And I think they're just going to try to leave some. That's not your vote. Oh, okay. Surrender vote for the blue team started and failed. So
It is 14-32. What started off as a very close game. I think this is actually more inflated than the last game at this point.
sure, absolutely. This is interesting. The surrender vote did come out and fail, so at least one member is tilting. In a best of 3 to surrender the second game, just to want to end the best of 3 and kind of go home from the tournament, not play anymore. That's gotta be more than just having given up. That's just wanting to go home at this point.
It's really hard to have
Ash Hero landed on Blitz. LeBlanc wants to capitalize, but no, she can't take all of it. With the fourth dragon going to Sala, it's going to be even easier for them to push.
You were starting to say something?
It's hard to have that one, distraught teammate. All of you want to win. You want to give it your all, but that one teammate is just.
Houston almost very nearly going down to there.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Having one person on tilt can tilt the entire team atmosphere, even if it's... That's true from bronze to challenger. All it takes is one member of that team dynamic, 1 week in, and you can be in some serious hot water. Blitzcrank there, not some vision for the Baron, so definitely not resigned himself. Throwing out the laugh.
Love Blitzcrank's laughs. So robotic. Coming, we see Lucian working on his last whisper in Ash. Already has PB and Bloodthirster really laying down massive amounts of damage. Starting Baron on her team there, walks in. Looks like they can really push this one. I don't know that blue team can really contest it at this point. I don't feel like they have any chance of fighting it off.
Ash has to have one of the most fluid ball attack animations in much faster.
falling to us. It's going to be the next one. Bard. She managed to get Lucian. Renekton taking down Lucian. Blanc finishing off Vladimir.
Lulu the only one to die so far from the opposing red
He's
team.
alive, but she doesn't have a stun.
Oh,
And
what
Ash,
an arrow coming out from Ash.
the true
Fish Daddy's
marksman
flashing
hitter
out.
comes in and gets that. Walks through the gate. They have to go around. Oh, Bard's just gonna walk.
Whoa!
kills Scorpion.
Hello, Annie. Getting
Gets
double
the
kill!
Amazing.
Wow. But Renekton's shoving this
That
right
can
in.
just not carry.
He has Baron minions. He wants the towers. He actually wants the Annie blood. We'll see if he gets it. At least it's up.
That was a very unexpected turn of events going down. Annie getting the nice double kill right there.
Blitz is alive and looking to maybe cause some damage here. I don't know that he's going to get back in for that tower and inhibitor go down. He's got to worry about the minions on his Nexus turret.
That is such a monster, especially with Ash right there. They took down that mid and tower and mid inhibitor. And basically contested. Neither him or Lee or Annie could get anywhere up close.
Sure. Looks like Red Side's just going to try to push in this bottom wave. It is the last inhibitor, and it's the last one that's not pushing for them. So these Baroned up minions should make short work of any waves coming to the contrary, giving Silas even more pressure on the Sea Cup Warriors, pushed right back into their base.
At this point, all Sea Cup Warriors can do at this point is try to clear up the vision and hope to get some good picks in, because Annie does a lot of damage. Vladimir does a lot of damage. And they're just team fighting, and I feel like
Absolutely,
they cannot win a team fight, especially Ash. Just so confident right here. She just autos Vladimir. Goes in for it. He wants to kick it into the team of
The teleport's coming in too.
Renekton dashes on top of Lucian and Vladimir.
You can't 1v5.
And he gets
there
stunned
comes
out.
Ash on the block. There's going to be a kill on the Fish Daddy. Almost certainly, yes. Legendary from Adamander on that Ash. The ult comes out for Lulu onto the Renekton as well. Sticky Turtle's going to try to get in and get some damage down, but I don't think he's going to make it. Where did he go? To the grave. That's where he went. Now he's... Rest of the blue side's running away, chasing Blitzcrank under tower. The LeBlanc clone. No, that's Ash. I'm sorry, not the LeBlanc clone.
Blitzcrank with a great pulls
Wow.
on that.
Very nice. Almost killing both of them. Timber Fate had
Knock
to save
up.
life.
1, 2. Pick it as well. I thought that was the LeBlanc clone, almost certainly. The tower goes down for blue side. Their Nexus turret's getting wailed on by minions. This is the game for sure. Good games coming out from Silas, taking the Sea Cup Warriors 2-0.
I completely I forgot all about Bard, but he's a really interesting build there with the Frozen Gauntlet, the Mashers, even the Sight Step.
Bard was definitely a strange force coming out of this game.
But it
to say the least.
worked really well. The Tempered Fates we saw were amazing. And the Cosmic Bindings he landed were, to me, just phenomenal. He got
have to switch
consistent
over again.
suns.
It definitely took them some time to get in on the ball rolling. Once they really fed a kill or two over to Articus, he was able to take that and give more kills to his team. Adamander, though, is definitely the story of this game. Picking Ash into a Lucian, and coming out 16, 4, and 10.
Definitely. She the aggressive win like Blitzcrank Lucian, you would think it'd be over for her, but she took it all the way, and because of Cinderella story, she's beautiful for it.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to take a little break. We will come back with the semifinals, I believe.
Right after lunch, so hang tight, don't go anywhere, and we'll see you soon.
Don't you trust me?